Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be trying on dresses for my graduation. I already went and I'm just going to be explaining the dresses to you, which ones I liked the most, which ones I didn't, and we will discuss which one I got, because I actually did end up getting my grad dress in this video. I went to only one place and it had a whole bunch of dresses to pick from. It was really great. So the place I went to only allowed us to try out a total of 5 dresses. So I only got to try on 5 dresses, which that might be a lot for some girls, that might be hardly anything for others. I had more picked out that I wanted to try on, but I didn't know that you could only have a 5 dress limit. My mom and I actually went there for a drop-in, like you were allowed to have walk-ins come in. So we went in there and they said, like, we're not guaranteed a dressing room because, you know, appointments are prioritized obviously. And so they allowed us to go and look around. So we looked around and I found all the dresses I wanted to try on. We figured like I wasn't gonna be able to get into a room or a dressing room that day, so we made an appointment for 2 days later. So I got a little bit of footage in the store we were looking for dresses, so here's that. Okay, so right now I'm taking pictures of dresses that I like the most that I can go and take, like, you know, and tell them like I want to take these dresses to the dressing room. And the 3 of my favorites, oh, there it is again. I think it was this dress. It was this dress I was comparing to this one because the colors are similar. I thought this was really pretty.
Oh, it is so pretty.
This dress, I think the color, I'm gonna take a picture too, but we can go through them and find ones that I maybe shouldn't try on after. And then my 3 favorites that I found on their website I can't find, so I'm gonna ask about those. All the pictures I take on my phone I'll show in the video so you guys know, because I've already gone through a bunch of the dresses and I don't wanna go back and take more videos. So I finished taking all the pictures. I'll insert them now. The 3 dresses I found on the website, they said if like they're not in the store, you're most likely gonna have to order them. And I don't want to order them because what if I don't like them in person? And I took a closer look, and mainly the reason why I liked those dresses so much were for the sleeves. And there's other strapless dresses here that I really like that you could always add something onto. So we'll see. We came back, we were able to try on the dresses. The reason why I'm getting my dress so early is because they already said that it's probably gonna take until April for me to get my dress. So that's why I'm getting it so early. So now we can get into talking about the dresses. So the first dress I tried on, it was like a light pink, and its neckline, it had a part that dipped really far down, pretty much to my stomach. My parents really liked how it fit. I personally liked how it fit, but a couple of things that turned me off from it were the neckline was pretty. It's just a little bit more than what I have ever worn before. I've never worn a fancy dress before, and so this is just a little bit much for me, having it come down all the way to my stomach. The skirt was quite stiff, honestly, because the fabric on the top, there was so much design. Trying to move it around, it made a lot of swishing noises, and it was like stiff. It wasn't nice and flowy like I would like in a dress. And personally, that style was is a pretty common style, and I don't want to have a dress that I know someone is going to have one that's very similar or even the exact same one. It was a very pretty dress. I liked it a lot. It just like would have been a little bit much for sitting down, I think. Like, it doesn't look like there was much in the skirt. It was like a lot personally for me. It wasn't quite what I wanted, and so I kind of immediately knew I didn't really want that dress. My parents really liked it, so I considered it, even though like it wasn't really my favorite. So the next dress I tried on really reminded me of like what like a girl's 16th birthday would wear, a dress she would wear to her birthday. I don't know, it's just like very princessy and very pink, and the skirt was very poofy. Like, it doesn't look like a whole lot on, but when I had it on, I felt very extravagant, and there's no straps on it or anything. I was mainly a huge fan of the top, like the bodice. I loved the little like ripples that went across the chest and the stomach. The sparkles were really pretty too. It wasn't like too sparkly, like lots of gems, but it was like sparkly. I like straps, like just something over my shoulders or something on my arms, and this one had nothing. So I would definitely have tried to figure out a way to incorporate some type of strap into it. Maybe straps that came down over my shoulders like this or something. It was also very expensive. The third dress I tried on, it looked amazing on the mannequin. I loved the shape of the dress, the way it flowed down. It looked so good on the mannequin. It was a very pretty dress. I loved the color and everything. A little dark for me, I think. I wanted something a little bit closer to my skin tone. It was very pretty, lots of sparkle, which I'm not a huge fan of sparkling. Like, it's not like, it was a little bit more than what I would have liked. It did look much better on the mannequin. I immediately knew once I saw myself in the mirror that this is not the one I was going to be getting. So I tried it on, looked at it. My parents and I both agreed that it wasn't the best out of all the other ones I'd tried on. Just didn't consider it, even though it was so pretty, but it just wasn't what I was hoping it would look like on me. And the next one, this was the dress that I was the most excited to try on. So I had a lot of anticipation going into it. I loved the way this dress looked, so I was very excited to try it on. But when I tried it on, I was personally quite disappointed. Now, she did say my waist would be more cinched in when I had it properly fitted and such, but it still just didn't quite look right. The top, like where the straps come down over my chest, I loved that. I thought that was so pretty. And then how the waist is like covered in like pattern, like some type of applique all over the waist. I thought that was so pretty too. I did think it was a bit much. And there was a slit that came up to mid-thigh, even higher than that, and I'm really not comfortable showing off my legs. If I were to get that dress, I would have had layers taken out of it and had the slit cinched up, like stitched up. I wouldn't want the slit, and I wouldn't want the skirt to be as puffy as it was. There was just too much doubt that I'd be worrying that maybe I could have found a better dress somewhere else. And the last one, it was like a golden champagne color. It looked so pretty. I loved the top, the way it like had the pleats. Are they pleats? They're just like folds around the chest. It has straps, which was good. The belt, I like. It's like a thick belt. It was enough that it would like cinch in my waist, right? It would show that I have a waist, kind of. And the skirt flowed down. There was like 2 layers in this dress and made no noise when I moved, and it just was flowy and light. It was completely backless, which I was a little on edge about, but thinking about it now, like, I really don't care that it's backless, and it was so beautiful. And when I tried it on, I was comparing it to the other dresses, and in my head I was just like, if I go home and this is the dress I've chosen, I will have no doubts. And so the dress that I did end up getting, that was my absolute favorite, that I knew I'd have no regrets getting, was the dress that was a champagne color, had the thicker belt around the waist and flowed down so nicely. It was so pretty, and it made no noise when you moved around, which I personally thought was a big deal. There was like 2 layers, if anything, and the fabric was so nice and flowy, and it actually was the cheapest. It was a total of $445. It was the cheapest dress out of all of them. That's not what pushed me in the direction to go with that dress. It wasn't really. I am not worried that I'm gonna see another dress that I like more, because, you know, I did buy it so early, but I got that dress because it was my absolute favorite, and I got fitted for it and everything. It'll be coming in April. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Now I just gotta buy shoes and accessories. And yeah, so that's the video. That is me picking up my dress. And I've seen lots of these videos and girls don't show the dress that they're gonna be wearing, but they usually don't post it until pretty much right before their prom. But I'm posting mine right away, because why not? And I'm showing you guys the dress because my grad isn't for another at least 7-8 months. So I'm showing you guys now. So the next time you guys will like to see me in it is when I'm actually getting it on. Oh my god. That's gross. So the next time that you guys will actually see me wearing this dress is when I will be wearing it to go to my graduation. I'll be filming probably a get ready with me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like it if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you would like to see next. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!